No, okay, means something to who? You had a career before the third comic book movie, before people began to forget who was inside that bird costume. You're doing a play based on a book that was written 60 years ago for for 1,000 rich old white people whose only real concern is going to be where they go to have their cake and coffee when it's over. Nobody gives a shit but you. And let's face it, Dad, it's not for the sake of art. It's because you want to feel relevant again. Well, there is a whole world out there where people fight to be relevant every day, and you act like it doesn't exist. I'm sorry, can I start over? I'm just completely lost.
Yeah, that's fine. Just remember that you don't want anyone to hear you. Someone could walk in the room and you don't want them to see that there's anything wrong.
Okay.
Okay? Because that's going to add a layer of sort of internal conflict because you have to mask what you really want to do, which is like strangle him or shake him up and say, wake up.
Means something to who? You had a career before the third comic book movie, before people began to forget who was inside that bird costume. You're doing a play based on a book that was written 60 years ago for 1,000 rich old white people whose only real concern is going to be where they go to have their cake and coffee when it's over. Nobody gives a shit but you. And let's face it, Dad, it's not for the sake of art. It's because you just want to feel relevant again. Well, there's a whole world out there where people fight to be relevant every day, and you act like it doesn't exist. Things are happening in a place that you willfully ignore, a place that has already forgotten you. I mean, who are you? You don't have a Facebook page, you don't have a Twitter account, you're the one who doesn't exist. I have a friend on a lame TV show whose only talent is describing in haiku what he ate for fucking breakfast, and he has about 500,000 followers. Do you really think there are 500,000 people in the universe who actually give a shit what the guy who played Birdman is doing? You're doing this because you're scared, like the rest of us, that you don't matter. And you know what? You're right. You don't. It's not important. You're not important. Get used to it.
And cut. How'd that feel?
It felt good.
Yeah, I thought you were really, and the vulnerability was there and the specificity was there of intention. So yeah, very nice. Very nice. Good, good, good. Okay. All right.
Hi, my name is Priscilla Gonzalez, and I'm going to be playing Mia.
Hi, I'm Michael Sladek, and I'll be reading for Vincent.
What do you think?
It's like a wax museum with a pulse rate.
What are you doing?
Rolling a smoke.
Here?
It's just tobacco.
Oh, well, in that case, will you roll me one, cowboy?
You can have this one, cowgirl.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it.
Marcel said you just got back from Amsterdam.
Sure did. I heard you did a pilot.
That was my 15 minutes.
What was it?
It was a show about a team of female secret agents called Fox Force 5.
What?
Fox Force 5. Fox, as in we're a bunch of foxy chicks. Force, as in we're a force to be reckoned with. 5, as in there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. There was a blonde one, Somerset O'Neill, from the show Baton Rouge. She was the leader. A Japanese one, a black one, a French one, and a brunette one, me. We all had special skills. Somerset had a photographic memory. The Japanese fox was a kung fu master. The black girl was a demolition expert. The French fox's specialty was sex.
What was your specialty?
Knives. The character I played, Raven McCoy, her background was she was raised by circus performers. So she grew up doing a knife act. According to the show, she was the deadliest woman in the world with a knife. But because she grew up in a circus, she was also something of an acrobat. She could do illusions. She was a trapeze artist. When you're keeping the world safe from evil, you never know when being a trapeze artist is going to come in handy. And she knew a zillion old jokes her grandfather, an old vaudeville villain, taught her. If we would have got picked up, they would have worked in a gimmick where every episode I would have told an old joke.
Do you remember any of the jokes?
Well, I only got the chance to say one because we only did one show.
Tell me.
No, it's really corny.
Come on, don't be like that.
No, you won't like it, and I'll be embarrassed.
You told it in front of 50 million people, and you can't tell it in front of me? I promise I won't laugh.
That's what I'm afraid of.
It's not what I meant, and you know it.
You're quite the silver tongue devil, aren't you?
I meant I wouldn't laugh at you.
That's not what you said, Vince. Well, now I'm definitely not going to tell you because it's been built up too much.
What a jib.
Yummy.
Can I have a sip of that? I'd like to know what a $5 shake tastes like.
Be my guest. You can use my straw. I don't have cooties.
Yeah, but maybe I do.
Cooties I can handle.
God damn, that's a pretty fucking good milkshake.
Told ya.
I don't know if it's worth $5, but it's pretty fucking good.
Don't you hate that?
What?
Uncomfortable silence. Why do we feel it's necessary to yak about bullshit in order to feel comfortable?
I don't know.
That's when you know you found someone special. When you can just shut the fuck up for a minute and comfortably share silence.
I don't think we're there yet, but don't feel bad. We just met each other.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go to the bathroom and powder my nose while you sit here and think of something to say.
I'll do that.